There comes a time in every man's life when he realizes that peace is not found in the arms of another, but in the stillness of his own mind. You can love her with your whole soul. You can give her your loyalty, your effort, your patience. But if she doesn't respect your spirit, she will destroy it slowly. At first you won't see it, because manipulation doesn't come as thunder. It comes softly, like rain. She will make you doubt yourself, then convince you that it's love. She will cross your boundaries, then call you insecure when you defend them. And you, like every man who believes in loyalty, will try to fix it. You'll think, maybe if I love harder, she'll change. But here's the truth. You cannot love someone into maturity. You cannot build peace with someone addicted to chaos. She will test your patience, then punish you for having emotions. She will demand your presence, then vanish when you need hers. She will call herself real, but she thrives on drama, and the more you give, the less she values you, because people who feed on your energy don't respect it. They crave it. They need your calm to balance their storms. They need your silence to echo their noise. And when they've drained you, they will call you distant. That's when the Stoic man awakens. He doesn't scream. He doesn't beg. He doesn't try to prove his worth anymore. He simply sees. He sees that love should not feel like a battlefield. That peace is not found through constant arguments. That masculinity is not measured by how much pain you can tolerate, but by how easily you can walk away from what breaks your spirit. A Stoic man understands true strength isn't loud, it's calm, it's silent. It's the power to say, I will not fight for someone who doesn't fight for me. He realizes that his energy is sacred, that his time is gold, that his love is a privilege, not a punishment. And when he leaves, he doesn't leave because he hates her. He leaves because he finally loves himself. You see, there are women who build men, and there are women who bleed them dry. One makes you rise, the other makes you rot. If she mocks your dreams, if she belittles your growth, if she uses your emotions as a weapon, she's not your partner, she's your parasite. And the more you entertain it, the more you lose the man you're meant to be. A Stoic doesn't chase validation. He doesn't beg for closure. He knows closure comes from truth, and truth is this: you can't save someone who enjoys the pain they create. She will call you cold. She will say you changed. Yes, you did. You evolved. You learned that peace is priceless and attention is cheap. She will try to come back once she feels your absence. But absence is the sharpest teacher. It shows her what your presence was worth. By then, you won't crave her voice anymore. You'll crave silence. You won't miss her chaos. You'll miss your own calm. And that's how men are reborn. Not through revenge, but through detachment. Not through ego, but through wisdom. He learns that solitude isn't loneliness. It's clarity. That distance isn't avoidance. It's protection. And that leaving isn't cruelty. It's self-respect. Because once a man has tasted peace, he will never trade it for pain disguised as passion. There's a kind of woman who says, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. But the Stoic man replies, no. If your worst destroys peace, then your best isn't worth waiting for. He stops explaining. He stops arguing. He stops proving. Because a king doesn't debate his crown, he simply wears it and walks away from peasants trying to steal it. The Stoic man becomes unshakable. He moves with silence, because silence is the sound of control. He speaks with precision, because truth doesn't need decoration. He acts with discipline, because discipline is the highest form of self-love. He knows emotions are natural, but reaction is choice. And sometimes the strongest reaction is no reaction. When she tries to provoke him, he doesn't respond. When she tries to guilt him, he doesn't fall, because he's learned. Not every invitation deserves attendance. Not every argument deserves your voice. Not every woman deserves your energy. You can tell who she is by how she handles your peace. If your calm annoys her, she's not ready for you. If your silence confuses her, she's not aligned with you. If your strength threatens her, she was never for you. Because the right woman will never compete with your purpose. She will align with it. She will never drain your energy. She will add to it. But the wrong woman, she will test your patience, mock your ambitions, and call it keeping you grounded. She will argue to feel powerful and play the victim to feel right. She will destroy your trust and then blame your pain for ruining the relationship. That's not love. That's emotional warfare. And the Stoic man knows you don't negotiate with chaos. You leave it behind. Because the truth is simple, you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. So he walks away, with no anger, no explanation, no farewell speech, just silence. And that silence echoes louder than any words could. In that silence he rebuilds himself. He returns to his purpose. He sharpens his focus. He studies. He trains. He grows. He evolves. Until one day the man who once begged for her attention becomes the man she can never reach again. And she will remember. She will remember the way your presence felt like safety. She will remember the way your eyes carried calm in chaos. She will remember the way you listened without judgment. And she will realize, too late, that she was loved by a man most women only dream about. But by then, you will have outgrown her completely. You'll be walking in silence, radiating calm, untouched by her memory. Because the man who masters himself needs nothing from the world. He understands that women come and go, but self-respect stays forever. He understands that love is not proven by endurance, but by balance. And he understands that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away from what kills your peace. So if she drains your soul, leave. If she plays with your emotions, leave. If she disrespects your silence, leave. If she mocks your growth, leave. If she calls you weak for setting boundaries, leave. Because every minute you stay, you teach her how to treat you. And a Stoic never teaches others how to destroy his spirit. He teaches through absence, through peace, through indifference. Because the most terrifying thing to a toxic person is losing access to your energy. And when you stop giving it, they crumble. So walk away, with no hate in your heart and no guilt in your chest. Let her chase the noise. You stay in the silence. That's where real men are born. That's where the Stoic man stands. Alone, powerful, grounded, unshaken. He understands that peace is not luxury, it's necessity. And once he finds it, he will never trade it again for anyone, for anything, for love that feels like war. Because in the end, the Stoic truth is simple. You don't lose a woman who drains you. You lose the version of yourself who tolerated it. And that is the greatest victory a man can ever have.